Well, some of you are familiar with the movie Valdez is Coming. Well, Valdez is here. My name is Dr. Shando Valdez, and I have the privilege of being a part of this team, great team, working with Bob Fioretti, the next Cook County State's Attorney. And yes, we're so grateful to each and every one of you that are behind me, as well as the media that's come out. We know we're live streaming as well, and we want to welcome you from wherever you may be watching us. Thank you for coming out this morning here at the famous Billy Goats on Madison near the United Center. We're going to have a few speakers before we introduce the man of the hour. We're going to start with Stephanie Mangotti. Let's welcome Stephanie Mangotti.
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you, Dr. Shando, for having me here. I just wanted to say that I'm excited and looking forward to Bob Fioretti's journey in becoming our next Cook County State's Attorney. As a mother of two boys growing up in Chicago, it terrifies me daily, wondering if my boys are going to make it home each night. They're young, they're learning, they want to explore and experience the city of Chicago. It saddens me that I can't even allow them to go to downtown Chicago because of the crime, the inhumanity towards others, the destruction of property, the disrespect to our law enforcement and our military personnel, and to life, love, and liberty of everybody. Because living in a big city of Chicago, we should be able to enjoy our lives and live daily. So we are tired. I am tired of the crime. I'm tired of the destruction. And I look forward to Bob Fioretti holding criminals, violent offenders responsible and charge them properly. We are tired of having a state's attorney who just lets things go and doesn't charge to the fullest extent of the law. So I, as a Latina mother of two amazing boys in the city of Chicago, proudly support Bob Fioretti to become our next Cook County State's Attorney.
We're now going to hear from Apostle Carlos Chica. He is a leader amongst leaders here in the Latin American clergy community. We'll have Jose Acevedo translating from Spanish into English. Let's welcome Apostle Carlos Chica as well as Jose Acevedo.
Saludos cordiales para todos.
Greetings to all of you.
Soy el apóstol y pastor Carlos Chica, presidente de ministros hispanos en la ciudad de Chicago y el estado de Illinois.
I am Apostle Carlos Chica, also a pastor and president of the Association of Pastors in Chicago.
Nos une el estar aquí en esta mañana.
We are united in this morning
La gran necesidad que tiene el estado de Illinois
because I acknowledge the great need that the state of Illinois
de
has
un nuevo fiscal general.
to have a new state attorney.
No podemos esperar resultados diferentes, no podemos esperar cambios diferentes realizando las mismas cosas que se han estado haciendo.
We cannot expect new changes when we continue to do the same things over and over.
Y el estado de Illinois y la ciudad de Chicago
And the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago,
necesitamos urgentemente un cambio.
we urgently need a change.
Bob Fioretti porta las credenciales que lo clasifican para ser un muy buen fiscal general del estado.
Bob Fioretti has the credentials that will make him a great state attorney.
Él tiene la habilitación con todo su récord anterior para ser el líder que necesitamos en este momento.
He has the ability to be a good candidate because of his history that he has in the past.
Estoy convencido que Bob Fioretti tiene la experiencia y la autoridad y el denuedo para traer el cambio a nuestro estado.
I am convinced that Bob Fioretti has the authority and the boldness to bring change to this county.
Necesitamos un cambio radical.
We need radical change.
Es el tiempo de los cambios sobre Illinois.
It is time for change in Illinois.
Elija la mejor opción.
So elect the best option.
Gracias a Dios por Bob Fioretti.
And thank God for Bob Fioretti.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're now going to hear from Attorney Allison Muth. Let's welcome Attorney Allison Muth.
Good morning. Once again, I'm Allison Muth. I'm an attorney here in Chicago. Today, I just wanted to thank everyone for having me here and being supportive of Mr. Bob Fioretti. As we all know, crime is a very, very serious issue in this city. It is making parents feel unsafe, as Stephanie said. It's making businesses leave this city. People do not feel safe. And as a practicing attorney, and I do practice in criminal defense, I do see what happens in these courtrooms every day. We are not getting proper prosecution of violent offenders. We need a fearless leader. We need prosecution. And we need to put the fear back into the heart of the criminals in the city. We want to make sure that these criminals do not feel free to roam the city. We have to have fear. And Bob Fioretti is an extremely well qualified candidate and will make an amazing state's attorney. So for that, I think that we all need to have somebody who's very fearless and important, just such as he is. So I have my support for Bob Fioretti. Thank you.
Thank you. We're now going to hear from Pastor Anthony Williams. Williams, of course, is spelled Williams. Boy, I'm so glad for those 6 years of high school. Okay. Anthony Williams is well known, someone who also cares about the city. So let's welcome Pastor Anthony Williams.
I'm here to support my brother and my friend, Attorney Bob. 3 reasons. He has the experience to get the job done, and that's very important. He has the wisdom to get the job done. When I lost my son Nehemiah to violence, Attorney Bob was there. And from that experience, we educated each other. And because of his wise counsel, we were able to get House Bill 158 passed, which is the Illinois Health Reform Bill. And you all don't understand the significance of that. His experience, his wisdom, and his capacity. He has the ability to work with people across the board, and that's what we need. And I say to every citizen in the state of Illinois, something great is about to happen. And those of you who are here today, we are on the right side of history. So I'm glad to endorse my friend. What is my friend running for? What is my friend running for, y'all? Amen.
We're going to hear from a radio personality who is well known in the Latin American community. He is Ray Rubio. Let's welcome Ray Rubio.
Good morning, Rubio, R-U-B-I-O. And all I have to say, I'm here representing the Latino community and the Latino radio announcers. I know Bob for quite a few years, and he's honest, he's smart, he's sharp, got the capacity to be our Cook County attorney, and I'm voting for him. So I hope you vote for him too, because he's the perfect choice. So thank you, and I'll see you at the top.
Well, that moment has arrived. We are so grateful once again for everyone that has spoken on behalf of the next Cook County State's Attorney, Bob Fioretti. We thank everyone else that has arrived, those of you that are standing with us as well as behind the scene. We thank you for your work and your support. Now let's all together welcome the next Cook County State's Attorney, Bob Fioretti.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Bob Fioretti, and I'm here to announce I'm running for Cook County State's Attorney. I'm running because enough is enough. Our lives are becoming a script of a bad movie as the punks and thugs act out their video game fantasies in our streets, while the leadership of Cook County tries to balance their budget by shutting down the jail and letting the criminals run loose without regard to our public safety. Enough is enough. We can no longer sit by and watch small and large businesses close, carjacked cars being driven through storefronts, stick-up men, 3 at a time, coming through their front doors, shoplifting and committing petty theft with impunity. Chain stores are moving out because it's too costly to keep up with theft. Billionaires are moving out because their employees are too afraid to come downtown and work. Suburbanites and city residents are not coming downtown for dinner or the theater because they're too afraid of being carjacked or robbed. And all of this is why? Because the Cook County State's Attorney's Office has turned into a social service agency instead of the prosecuting arm of the people as it should be. Yeah. Don't ask me if I think I can be elected. I must be elected. There is no choice. This is D-Day. It's the end of the line. Either we fix prosecutions in this county right now or watch our beautiful international city descend into the chaos of San Francisco or Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
I stand in front of you today proudly on my lifelong record of public service, both as an elected official and as a private trial attorney. Yes, my critics will say and throw slings and arrows at me. They will say I've run for office too often. But guess what? I don't give a damn what they say. I care about our communities. I care, as I always have, about our communities. Black, white, brown, Asian. Ask them. Ask those that I've served as a public official and as a private trial attorney. When I am elected your next state's attorney of Cook County, I will begin the arduous task of repair, the cleanup from the devastating mismatch of Kim Foxx and Tony Preckwinkle. They have been an utter and complete disaster for the citizens of this county. When I am elected, I will take the following 5 steps immediately. 1, as a state's attorney, I will begin and make sure that prosecutors prosecute crimes. I will go to 26 in California and the other prosecuting venues in the county and tell the employed lawyers that they either start prosecuting criminals and cooperate with the police to bring charges or turn in their resignation. 2, to the families and victims of heinous crimes, I will fight for you, both to find and prosecute those that are responsible. 3, to the experienced prosecutors who have left in frustration, come back. I will extend an offer to reinstate you at the same grade and level as if you had never left. This will bring back experienced attorneys who know the system and know how to prosecute criminals. 4, to the police officers out there, I've got your back. I will visit police stations throughout this county and look the officers in the eye and tell them, bring in the crooks and I will bring the charges. And 5, fighting corruption is one of my highest priorities. The Cook County State's Attorney has the ability and the duty to bring cases against corruption and white-collar crime, both political and private, and I will do so. The cycle of crime and corruption must be broken, and the rule of law reestablished at all levels of our society. Enough is enough. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna open it up for a few questions. Does anyone have a question?
Mr. Fioretti, can you make clear whether you're running as a Democrat or a Republican?
I'm running as a Republican.
Earlier, there are folks who might criticize you for running for office repeatedly. You've lost, including state's attorney in the Democratic primary. What's going to be different this time? And now that you don't have Kim Fox to run against and she's leaving, what message do you think is going to get through to folks that will convince overwhelmingly Democratic Cook County voters to vote?
I think people and the Democrats are all being affected by the violence that's happening in our city and in the county. We've had already 500 people shot and killed in this county as of today. We've had over 2,300 people shot in this city. How does it affect the people in Barrington or the south end of this county? It does, because they all pay for helping and rehabilitating those people, finding what's happening. We pay it in higher taxes. We pay it in what happens in Cook County. I mean, it's time. I'm hearing it wherever I go. You know, you're running as a Republican. I've been a Democrat all my life. It's from people saying it's time for change. And I'm hearing it now. And, you know, I'm here for fiscal responsibility, for family values, to make sure that we restore the rule of law on all levels of our society. I'm sorry, say that again?
As far as how Kim Fox ran her office, policies around bail reform, what are some specific changes you want to make to how the office is run aside from prosecuting more?
Well, some of them I've just laid out. You know, these progressive state's attorneys, district attorneys throughout the country, the 70 some that have been elected out of the 2,300 that are elected state's attorneys throughout this country. You know, they have, and those 72 control about 65% of the population. But what happens? Let's look at. They view the victims as if they don't matter. They view police as the enemy. They view the criminal as those that are the victims. Something's wrong with this. It's upside down. We need to help people. We need to help people like my who still to this day, the families suffer from what happens in shootings and crime. It's up to us in this state's attorney to go out to the communities. And I don't see much difference between the Democrats at this point. And we better be aware of it.
One more question.
I thank everybody for coming out today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And to my wife, I want to thank her.
Okay, this concludes our press conference. Thank you for coming out, hang out and meet and greet Bob Fioretti and his wife, and of course, greet each other. We're so grateful that you're here. Thanks again for coming out and supporting Bob Fioretti for Cook County.